Hi friends, this is Dr. Technician, helping you go further, faster in motion graphics. In this video, I am going to show you how can make this kind of text animation using the After Effects. If you are new here, consider subscribing and press bell to get notification. Let's get into the process. Open After Effects. As always, press New Composition. Name it Text Animation. Keep width and height same like this, and duration 20 seconds. Press OK. Create a background color. Right-click in the timeline. New and Solid. Name it BG or whatever you want. Choose Color here. All right, this is our background layer. Select the Text tool and type the text. Change the color of the text if you want. I'm using this font Poppins, but it's completely up to you. And make sure this center text is selected in the paragraph panel. Then, align the text to the center of the screen. Let's move the anchor point to the center, select Layer, then hold down Ctrl key and double-click on this pan behind Tool. Press S on the layer and increase the scale value. It looks good to me. Now we're going to animate the text. Make sure no layer is selected, then select the Shape tool and simply draw a mask that is like completely covering the text. And press P on the text to open position. Mark a keyframe, then drag this keyframe forward, because this is the last keyframe. In the beginning, change value of Y position until the text is completely visible above the shape. Perfect. Then, change track matte of the text to the shape. Simply drag this little icon to the shape. Select both keyframes of the position. Press F9 to make them easy ease. Open Graph and change graph like this. The distance between these two keyframes is completely up to you. If you're working with a longer word, feel free to adjust the spacing to match it. In my case, I'll place the keyframe right here. Now, let's add the second text. Select both of these layers, then press Ctrl plus D to duplicate them. Move the duplicated layers to the top of the layer stack. Next, select the second text layer and press P to open the position property. Move your time indicator to the second keyframe. With both duplicated layers selected, drag them down so that they sit just below the first text. As you can see, the second text isn't visible yet. To fix that, simply change the track matte of the second text layer to use the second shape layer. And there you go. Now I'm going to update the text. This will be our second title. Select the second text layer and make sure the time indicator is positioned on the second keyframe. Next, select the Selection tool. Now, click on the second text element and move it to this position right here. Then go back to the first keyframe and move the position to this point. Perfect. Select both keyframes and keep Motion Graph same as the first text. Now, let's move the second text layer and the shape layer slightly forward on the timeline. This will create a subtle delay between the elements, adding a smoother and more dynamic motion to your animation. Next, we're going to add next text. But before that, let's convert all 4 layers into 3D layers. To do this, simply enable the 3D switch for each layer. Now, let's create a null object. Once it's created, enable 3D for the null object as well. Make sure you're working in this local axis mode. Next, we need to position the null object behind all other layers. To do this more easily, switch your view to the top camera angle. Here, you can clearly see the position of each layer in 3D space. Select the null object and move it backwards along the Z-axis so it sits behind the text layers. Once that's done, switch back to the active camera view. Now, select all the text layers and parent them to the null object. This way, any transformations applied to the null object will automatically affect all the linked text layers. Let's get into the next step. First, select your null object layer. Move the time indicator just after the second text animation finishes. That's our starting point. Press S to open up the scale and mark a keyframe. Hit P for position and mark another one. Then R for rotation. And this time, create keyframes for both X and Y rotation. Good. Now press U to reveal all your keyframes. Everything we just created. Slide the time indicator a bit forward and gently increase the Y rotation. Enough to give it a smooth, dynamic turn. Here, let's add another text. Instead of starting from scratch, simply duplicate your first text layer. Drag this new layer above all the others in your timeline. Press P for position and delete those keyframes. Go ahead and remove the track matte. Now, open rotation again. Press R and change the Y rotation value to -90 degrees. Perfect. It's now facing sideways. Let's position it precisely. Switch your camera view to top view. Make sure that text layer is selected. Using the selection tool, move it carefully so it aligns right on the edge until both texts meet perfectly, edge to edge. Nice. Now, switch back to your active camera view. And there it is, the text is perfectly placed. All right, now let's edit our text. Before typing anything, make sure the left align text option is selected in the paragraph panel. This ensures your text will align correctly. But when we make change align, we need to make some small adjustments. Slightly reposition the text and move this side. To get a better perspective, switch to the top view of your camera. Move the text so it aligns perfectly with the edges of the other text layers, placing them edge to edge. Switch back to the active camera view. Perfect. Now, double-click on the duplicate text layer and enter your new text. Adjust its position slightly downwards if needed. Next, select the Pan Behind tool and move the anchor point to the top edge of the text. This will make future animations and transformations start from that point. All right, let's continue working on our text animation. First, select the Selection tool and simply drag the text layer to the point where we created the first keyframes for the null object. Now, press S on your keyboard to open the Scale property. Increase the scale value and make it like this, and adjust here too. Perfect. Now, click the stopwatch icon next to Scale to create a keyframe at this point. Next, move the time indicator to the beginning and reduce the scale value all the way down to 0. This will make the text smoothly grow from nothing to its final size. All right, we're not done yet. Let's make the animation smoother. Go back to the null object and adjust its position so it sits perfectly in the center of the screen. After Effects will automatically create keyframes for this movement. You can play with other settings like rotation to add some extra motion. It's completely up to you. Select all of your keyframes, press F9 to change them to Easy Ease. Then open the graph and adjust the motion graph to create a smoother animation curve just like this. Again, go back to the timeline and select the scale keyframes of the text layer. Again, apply Easy Ease and open the graph editor one more time. This time, shape the curve to make the scaling animation feel more natural and dynamic. Now, let's preview the animation. Looks great! And if you want to customize it further, you can always change the text color to match your project's style. Perfect. Next, place the time indicator at the end of the animation, and then mark keyframes for all the other properties. Next, move the time indicator forward a little bit, and select this text layer, and press Ctrl+D to duplicate it. Drag this duplicated layer to the end of the animation. Then, press S on your keyboard to open up the Scale property. Before changing the scale, I'm going to move the text down below a bit. Perfect. Now, double-click on the text layer and change its color. Once that's done, type your next text. Here, I'm going to reposition the null object. Let's move it up a little, and then increase the scale value of this text, as per your project. Now, mark keyframes for all the other properties again. Once you have your keyframes set, select them all and open the graph editor. Select the last keyframe and press F9 to Easy Ease it. Then, select it again and adjust the graph motion curve, something like this, and also adjust the graph on the other side. Now, go back to the timeline. Select the scale keyframes of the text layer and open the graph editor again. Select the last keyframe, press F9, and then adjust the motion graph like this. Perfect. All right, let's move on to the next. First, move your time indicator forward again. Now, select this text layer and press Ctrl+D to duplicate it. Then, move this new layer to the end of the animation in the timeline. Press S on the layer to open up the Scale property. Make sure your time indicator is positioned on the last keyframe of the scale. Using the Selection tool, simply move the text downward a bit. Then, double-click on the text layer, change its color, and type in your next text. This time, let's make the scale value a little bigger, just to add some variation. Now, go back to your null object's properties. You can adjust a few of the animation settings here. It's completely up to you. I'm going to make some small changes like this. Nice! That looks really cool. Next, add keyframes for the other properties you haven't adjusted. Then, select these keyframes and open up the graph editor. Select the last keyframes and press F9 to ease them. As always, tweak the graph curve to create a smoother motion, just like this. Now, select the scale keyframes of your text. Open the graph editor again, and adjust the motion curve like this. That's looking great. Now, let's create the next text on the opposite side. First of all, move the time indicator a little forward in the timeline, and duplicate the previous text layer once again. Press R on this layer to open the rotation properties. Change the Y rotation value to 0. Perfect. Now, using the selection tool, drag the text slightly backward in the composition and position it where it will end this edge. Then, choose the Pan Behind tool and move the anchor point to this edge of the text. Next, double-click on the text layer and type your new text. Adjust its position so that the end of the text lines up with the edge. Once again, adjust the anchor point to this edge. Using the selection tool, move the text a little downward to create a nice offset. Now, go to the null object and adjust its rotation. And make some differences to the position and scale as well. Adjust it so that it is centered in the window. Perfect. Then, double-click on the text layer and change its color to make it distinct from the previous one. Then add a keyframe for the X rotation. Select all the keyframes, open the graph editor, and as always, set the last keyframe to easy ease by pressing F9. Adjust the motion graph to create smooth movement like this. Now, go back to the main view. Press S on the last text layer to open the scale property. We need to move the text layer forward. Adjust the timing so that the last keyframe of scale of this layer aligns exactly with the last keyframes of the null object. Once done, select the scale keyframes, open the graph editor, press F9 on the last keyframe, and adjust the graph like this for a smoother animation. Perfect. Now let's get into next text. Move the time indicator. This time choose this text and duplicate it. Place it above all text layers. Move a little downward. Next, drag this text layer forward so it aligns with the final keyframes of the null object. Double-click the layer to edit the text and change its color to distinguish it from the previous one. Then type next text. Now, let's adjust the null object properties to give this animation a fresh, unique look compared to the previous setup, and to shift the visual focus to the new text. Next, create additional keyframes for other properties. Select all the keyframes, open the graph editor, and adjust the curves to match the smooth motion style we used earlier. After that, select keyframes of the text and change its graph as well. Perfect. This setup allows us to add as many text layers as we want. To create another one, simply select an existing text layer, duplicate it, and adjust its settings. You can then experiment with the controls in the null object to create different variations and effects. Those are the steps to create this text animation in After Effects. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe for more motion design and After Effects tutorials. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Dr. Technician, is helping you go further faster in motion graphics. Keep crushing it. We will talk soon.